Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. In the last episode, we killed Sylvain's brother because he stole a relic, turned into a super beast, we killed the beast, and now Edelgard is debriefing us whether we returned the Lance of Ruin or not. Sure, I returned it. Is this like, if I say I did not return it, does that mean it's in my inventory? No, I didn't return it. It's in my inventory. We'll see if that happens.
There's no need to lie, Professor.
Oh, okay. I guess I returned it.
No one could have expected you to disobey the Archbishop. I keep thinking about what Gilbert told us.
Can I just say, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine in games when they give you dialogue choices like this and it pigeonholes you into one. Like, it's fine if it's not really that helpful. Or, for example, with this, where either dialogue choice leads to information and doesn't really impact anything. But I find it annoying when you are so pigeonholed into one choice that the choice is an illusion. A complete illusion. Drives me nuts. Anyway, about, who's Micklin? Is that the bad guy? I don't even know the name of the man I stabbed. About the house? We'll go with that one.
Yes. Micklin was discarded by his family because he was born without a crest.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Eventually, he became a masterful thief and gathered enough ruffians to capture a fortress. Right or wrong, he was a gifted leader. He could have been a great asset to Fodlan. What a waste! It's true that a crest can increase your magical abilities and allow you to wield the full might of a hero's relic. But one cannot measure a leader's worth based solely on whether or not they bear a crest. There are plenty of talented people in this world without one.
I do agree, Edelgard.
People believe crests are blessings from the goddess, that they're necessary to maintain order in Fodlan. But the people are wrong. Crests are to blame for this brutal, irrational world we live in. Their power is granted only to a select few, whom we elevate and allow to rule the world.
So there's an interesting philosophical question. Is the crest to blame, or is it humanity itself for deifying the crests and the people who have them? Or is it the fault of the people with the crest because they misuse that power? Is it really the crest's fault? Do the crests have any agency? And if they don't, do they deserve blame? Or is it the goddess for making the crest in the first place? And does it even matter whose fault it is? Let me know in the comments below how you feel about it.
Have you ever wondered if the only way to create a truly free world is to dispense with the goddess and the crests? Do that, and people will have no choice but to rise and fall by their own merits.
Yeah.
Lady Edelgard? I question whether you revealed too much to the professor.
Perhaps I did.
It is true that our teacher possesses a rare talent. Even I cannot deny it. The ability to wield the sword of the Creator is concerning.
I've already explained this to you. My power alone is insufficient. That's why I'm borrowing power from those people. If our teacher can wield it in my stead, I believe that would be for the best.
It's a risk. A dangerous one. You leave me no choice but to take matters into my own hands. Please excuse me.
I can't hide from the truth. I can't do all that I must on my own. If all I can rely on is my own ambition, my path won't be easy. Is it so risky to reach out my hand? Father, I swear I will not stop until I succeed. My regret, my grief, my whole life, I've thrown it all away into the darkness.
I don't want to side against her again. I know that's the whole point of this run.
You have done well
but
to complete such a difficult task.
I cannot help but feel for Edelgard, and in general, I even agree with her philosophically. So that's why I'm so curious where the Akamura and my mod Lyserg have talked about how bad she is. I'm like, I haven't seen any of that. But I've also never sided against her. This is only my second time playing the game. So maybe she goes real mean. I don't know. She's so ambitious, but somewhat practical. I can't fault her. Anyway, thank you, Rhea.
You have
I
shown
guess.
exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator.
Hell yeah.
Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Rhea, Archbishop!
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flayn is missing. I cannot find her anywhere. Professor, have you seen Flayn recently?
Not since the school. The last school thing I did.
I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh no, what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
You got it.
Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a Reaper. As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horsebows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
Looks like there's 2 instructional periods. Huh.
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flayn has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flayn is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
Troubling rumors?
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night. The knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade. There is no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
Seteth, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself. I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flayn. The knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Is that what I have to do on Sunday?
Flayn has gone missing? Most unsettling.
It doesn't seem likely that she's simply gotten lost. I'll help in any way that I can.
So, our mission this month is to find her? Well then, let us hurry and locate her before anyone else.
I hope Flayn is okay. What would happen if... Just what would we do if... You can't think like that, Bern. Seteth would have a heart attack if he heard you.
I've heard that she has a crest, but I suppose for this moment that is irrelevant.
We'll start by gathering information. Someone must have seen Flayn recently.
Right. If we work together, I'm certain we'll find her.
I'm not fully sure why everyone is so concerned about Flayn unless it is just because she's one of us, you know? And she's a child.
You have my thanks for giving me your
Or
spare
looks
time.
like one anyway. So, maybe that's why? I don't know. It occurs to me that it's probably charm and not charisma. CHA. Charm, yeah, okay. So, remember that Ashe needed charm and lance to flip. Or my charm and lance needs to be higher to flip him into our house. So, doing all these tea times is helping my charm rating, so hopefully we're getting there. Anyway, so as you can see from this menu, I can't do anything but explore as I look for Flayn somewhere around the place. So we will get to that, but before then, supports. Oh, only one support between Bernadetta and Yuri. That's a surprise. I guess they are going to slow down as we get closer to, like, just like leveling, you know, your first few levels are always quick. And then as you get deeper and deeper, your leveling slows down. So, Bernadetta and Yuri's B support.
Bernadetta, knock it off. How long are you gonna keep this up?
I can't have him find me. Time for a tactical withdrawal.
Wait up, would you? Running away every time you see me is just going to wear us both out. If you've got something to say, say it already. You've been shadowing me for ages. Think how I feel. I mean, when we have missions together, you avoid me like the plague. Even the professor doesn't know what to say.
I can't be around you, Yuri. It's just not doable. I know what my father did to you. It's all just too overwhelming. I thought you died.
You thought I had, but I hadn't. I was halfway to my grave, but I survived.
Halfway? Then that means the half of you that survived is gonna seek revenge on me!
I was half dead, sure, but that really meant I was able to get out with my life. If I was to seek revenge, it would be on the Count, not you. When I'm looking to make things even, it's all or nothing. You wouldn't be standing here talking to me right now if I targeted you.
If not here, then where would I be? At the bottom of a ravine?
I wouldn't push you off a cliffside.
Maybe you'll tie me to a big rock and drop me in the ocean. Is that it? You're gonna turn me into fish food. I knew it!
What are you going on about?
Mercy! If it has to be a watery grave, please just drop me in icy water so I freeze instead of drown!
Kid's got issues.
That's an understatement, Yuri.
I guess I'd better tell her everything.
What? No, don't keep secrets. I got to know. I've got to know. All right. Anyone else? No? Great. Okay, gonna do some exploration. I'll probably cut back in when we deal with Flayn, so I guess that's what's happening on Monday? Oh, this is... I don't know. All right, I'll deal with this. I'm in Abyss, and I'm starting to get a bit more context on why everyone's freaking out. It's less about Flayn herself.
Hey, you, listen up. I've got something to report. Someone's gone missing up top. And guess what? Because of that, this backup guy is still here. Can't catch a break, can I? The investigation may be over, but I thought it best to stay by your side a bit longer. You hear that? Mr. Backup is here voluntarily. I guess that's okay. He's actually not so bad.
Glad to see you guys are taking this seriously. I think it's less about Flayn herself and more about the fact that the supposed Dark Knight is walking around doing this.
The knights, then some monk, now a teacher? Church setting up a punchline for a joke or what?
What? The hell are you talking
Some
about?
old guy with the staff or something. Big deal.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, talking to you people is annoying. Oh, Constance has something to say. Maybe she's got something relevant on what's going on.
As word spread of Flayn's disappearance, the knights burst into Abyss. We tend to be the first suspects when these things happen, you see.
I suppose it's little surprise when there are shady characters always coming and going.
Alright, so that's what's going on at the moment. Okay, no big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to everyone and do my usual thing, and we'll be able to hopefully figure out where Flane is. But yeah, the Death Knight, we shouldn't be afraid of him. Pyro soloed the Death Knight in the one battle we had, so I'm sure everything will turn out fine. Talking to a few more people around the school, I think my other problem is I know who Flane is.
That's...
You know, what with having beaten the game once and such. So, I'm less worried about the situation. But in character knowledge, she's a little child, a little helpless child who might be kidnapped by the Death Knight, who harvests souls just by thinking about it really hard. So, yeah, I guess the paranoia is justified.
Flane's gone missing.
Professor, I have a request for you.
Oh, do you now?
Would you accept me into your class?
Yes!
I'm sure I would learn so much more if I could study with you. Will you give me that chance?
Oh, hell yeah, Ashe.
I can? Thank you.
Fist bump.
You won't regret this. I'm going to give it my all.
Okay. I mean, I know we're looking for a kidnapped girl or whatever, but, you know, keeping Ashe away from dying is probably helpful too. And only because, you know, I'm just going to murder everybody once we get to the second half of the game. Alright, looking through my roster, Hubert is pretty much the only hard black mage we've got. Linhardt is a white mage primary. Dorothea's... I'm taking her in a different direction. She is a black mage primary, but I'm gonna let her do a few other things this time. Mercedes is a white mage primary. Constance is probably a black mage. Happy's definitely a black mage. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to think of who else to flip for her next target. We've got 3 archers now, 4 archers now. Huh. We don't have a lot of swordsmen. Maybe I'll look for a swordsman to flip. I've made my choice. Sylvain is armed with a sword, and he is a guy after my own heart.
Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flane might have eloped.
Because he likes the ladies so much. So we'll request his mission assistance this month. And unfortunately, I already clicked recruit, but I don't remember what he needs. Likes women, lively places, and board games. Okay. Let's see, it doesn't seem... Well, Pyro's a number 3 ally, so that's helpful. It does not seem like I've got any information on his actual... the stats he wants. I'm gonna have to try to recruit him again so I can see the numbers. But just as long as he's able to stick with Pyro and we can work on his support level, that should help us out a little bit.
Good timing, Professor. There's actually something I want to speak with you about.
Really?
Will you put me in your class too? There are so many things I want to learn from you. Being in another class makes it especially challenging.
Well, I didn't really intend to flip Ingrid, but sure.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to studying under you.
I'm just checking everyone's recruits just in case.
Thank you for this opportunity.
And for Ingrid, it's paid off. Alright, now we've got a really deep bench in case the worst happens and I start losing people.
Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students.
Wow, I've got Shamir too.
On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights.
The bench is just getting deeper. This is excellent. Shamir is an excellent archer. During the exploration segments, there are items you can find around, which are called lost items, and you give them to the right person to get a little bit of a boost. These lost items have been a little difficult for me because there are hints, like it says there, it probably belongs to a young noble who owns territory. What I did not know, and I don't know if this is because I've got the expansion and the extra help, there's a flag or a coat of arms right next to the item name, and that gives a hint on who it belongs to. The item in question for this one is the silver necklace, which belongs to Gilbert. And the coat of arms, that white coat, just means it's one of the faculty. I wish I had known that, because what I had been doing is brute forcing it. Going to every person going, is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? Until I've got all the items doled out. Now I'm using a guide, but had I realized the coat of arms was there as a hint, this wouldn't be nearly as difficult as I was making it on myself. We've completed our investigation into Flane's disappearance, and all evidence is actually no evidence. Just, we can't find Yuritsa, and Manuela has been acting suspicious. And so those are the two that we are mainly concerned with. I believe that happens in a cutscene. No, there is a glowy over here. There's a glowy over by the Knight's Hall. I hope this doesn't cut off my... Oh, I didn't try to recruit.
If Flame were taken,
Lawrence,
it
let's
would
see.
seem that your reputation is on the rise. Even Lady Rhea has taken a liking to you. It's a shame I am not in your class, but I suppose I am content with my current arrangement.
Alright, couldn't flip Lawrence. That's fine. We weren't after him anyway. He needs charm and reason.
Professor.
But yeah, I hope this doesn't terminate our current activities. I suppose... Yeah, this leads to where we need to go. I suppose I should work with what I usually work with, you know, trying to get motivations dealt with and train myself and so on, so I can do what I need to do for the students and see if I can flip people. Man, I wish I saw what Sylvain
Professor?
liked. What the stats are that I need
What
to
brings you here?
get him.
I'm taking a break.
I've concluded all my business around the school, so we're going to head into this gate. Beyond here is Yuritsa's room. The current month will end and the story will progress. All activities and special events for the month will be skipped if you proceed. Well, we definitely don't want to do that. So I guess we're just going to leave her kidnapped for a month while we go do other things. Yeah, I guess I'll just advance the story then. We'll deal with that on the last week of the month then. Oh, so many things now. Well, I suppose then for a moment I've got some supports to do. I thought it would be time to advance the story, but not for a minute. So there was a support I triggered over here to the left, the west. I don't know who that is. That might be Bernadetta. And I have a support with Rhea now after giving her a gift. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, it's Sylvain. Okay, so Sylvain and Pyro's C support.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought.
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry, especially one as beautiful as you. So, you know, maybe we...
Smooth, Sylvain.
So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people? You look like you've got something to say, so say it.
Both of those are pretty funny. You're a jerk.
Hey, that was between me and her, not you. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now? I really do hate seeing a girl cry.
Is that a fact?
Believe whatever you want, but I'm honestly not sure if I can ever love again.
Sure.
Well, I figure the best way to mend a broken heart is to head out on the town. Why don't you join me? Who knows? Maybe you'll find love. I mean, I know I will.
You just said you don't know if you'll ever
Calm
find
down.
love
It was
again.
only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
Why do I want to flip him again? The hell's wrong with me? Great. Alright, and then the other one is, Pyro and Rhea. Oh, Ferdinand now. That's not... And Pyro and Hanneman? Weird. Alright, Pyro and Rhea's sea support.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
Okay. I'm not nervous.
Such a sweet child.
Don't call me that.
My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child.
Thank you.
As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
He didn't. I don't know who you are.
Oh dear, how heartless of him. In any case, let us endeavor to become closer from here on out. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mock. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights.
He never told me that.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also...
Yes?
Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
Glad to be of service, Archbishop. We're kind of running close to 30, so I'll stop here. So I've got... So Pyro himself and Hanneman, is that on the map somewhere? No. It is not on the map, so it'll probably trigger during the week. Alright, so that's going to do it for today. And when we start tomorrow, we'll just continue doing our our monthly activities, and we'll eventually find, what's her name? I'm sure she's... Flane. That's her name. She's probably fine. Thank you all very much for watching. I would be the worst investigator. And I will see you again tomorrow for another episode